Hey, you guys. It's your favorite little keto goofball diamond. Love you too. And today marks 5 years and 81 days of my ketogenic journey. Having so far lost 155 pounds, still working on myself, getting rid of diseases, got rid of 29 medically diagnosed diseases, and still working to better myself every single day. So if you're interested in a mostly daily ketogenic journey, or sometimes I have to skip a few days because of work, but you get it. You get the point. I'm here all the time. I'm pretty daggone consistent. Anyway, like, subscribe, share, ring that bell. It's time to rant, rave, and misbehave. Keto Diamond style. Before I get started, don't forget to visit KetoDiamond.com for all your keto detailed needs. I wrote it all down. It's all free, simple, nothing to join, nothing to sign up for. Just basic factual information right there on one site. Full foods list, why you should do this, why you shouldn't do that, what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Right there on one site. Easy. Or visit the playlist on this channel, Keto How To for Beginners, or watch everything I've done. And don't forget to like. Alright, I had a wild, crazy weekend. Woohoo! No, not the good kind. Not really the bad kind either. I was just working. The first day, everything was broke from start to finish. We left at 4 p.m. having only done one. That was our production number, 1. Wasn't our fault. Like I said, things were broken from start to finish. When we got there, it was already broke. So that's gonna put a little chink in the armor of the paycheck, but that's all right. It's one of them things. Saturday and Sunday we run great. Unfortunately, hubby ran so great on Sunday he left at noon. Well, after lunch, there was just nothing else for him to do. So another chink in the paycheck, but life, right? Just life. Otherwise, but oh my goodness, y'all. Sunday. Because it was the last day I had to work, and we're going to be off all next weekend, and the way it works out, we'll be off 11 days for vacation, but only had to take 3 days off. But Sunday being my last day before that little vacation, I guess it was playing mind games with me, and Sunday felt like I was there for 2 weeks, just in that one day. It was so long, so slow, and I guess, like I said, I guess it was just because I was so ready to get up out of there and get my vacation started already. So, like, we're not leaving until Thursday. For anybody who don't know, it's our 25th wedding anniversary next Monday, on the 24th. So we're going to stay gone at least Thursday through Monday. I think we'll come back Tuesday morning. I'm not sure yet. But, excited. We're going to stay in a place we've stayed a lot of times, but we're actually going to travel outside that area. It's like what we do at home a lot. Sorry, my dog's barking, but he ain't ready to come in, and he's having a good time out there, so is what it is. Anyway, what we do at home a lot is we just take off and we'll stay gone on day trips for like 12 hours, 13 hours, and come back. So it allows us to see a lot of our local area a little further out and everything, but from where we're starting out from is like 4 more hours out, and we can go out a little further from there and see a lot more and do a lot more. And we've got kind of certain plans, but nothing tied down or smashed into stone, so we're just gonna wing it and have a good time. I know one of the things hubby wants to do, I'm afraid of heights. I'm terrified of heights. I can stand up on a cliff. It don't bother me none. I'm at least on solid ground. And if that cliff was to shake a little bit, I wouldn't like it. But I know he wants to get on that glass bridge that you have to ride a ski lift up to. but I'm gonna try. I'm not making no promises. I might faint before I get there. Just don't do heights, man. I don't like them at all. I might, as long as my feet can touch ground. If it can't touch ground, I don't like it. But we'll give it a shot. So I can't wait for that. Now I'm gonna tell you about my keto weekend, my foods and everything, and get into the weigh-ins from Thursday to this morning. But first, I got kind of an off-scale victory. And you guys have seen some stuff like this before, but I forgot these even existed. And I think they were tight on me, or I'd put them away because they were already too tight on me. So, I got some of my pants. It was in an old bag, an old building that we cleaned out the other day. Now, of course, I tried to put them on while ago, and I was just swimming, swimming in air. And there was another pair out there too. They're a little bit smaller than them, but yeah, I mean, y'all, this is the size of my whole daggone arm. Let's see about these. A little bit longer. Man, that was a long, long time ago for the way it feels. And that's sorry. Allergies. Whatever ragweed pollen is, it ain't going away. And it ain't like that yellow stuff you can see floating all over the place. Okay, I thought his jacket was on back of the chair. I didn't want to drag it to the floor, but I got my grandson, Zach. I'm supposed to keep Athena tomorrow night. That's going to be a thing. I haven't gotten to keep her all night yet, mostly because I'm a little bit afraid to. She's always been with her mom every single night of her life. She tried to stay one night, but at the time Nick and Raina lived here, they were a little bit loud. It woke her up, and she wanted to go home. She wanted her mom. But generally, she sleeps all night, they say. So since they moved out, she hasn't stayed here. And I'm not, like, familiar with her sleeping habits at the moment. Zach, baby, can you turn it down a bit? Doing video. Zach's sleeping habits, day one. Been familiar with him since day one. Pretty much he doesn't sleep. And that's me bitching all night long. Lay down, shut up, stop talking, get off your head. Stop doing somersaults, go to sleep. So she'll probably be a saint to watch, to be frank. But I've been a little bit scared of it because, like I said, I'm really not familiar with her all-night sleeping habits. When she was a baby, she always fell asleep with me, always. She'll lay down beside me on the couch, like, even when she's going to stay a few hours. So I don't think it'll be too hard. I'm hoping it won't be. Anthony's a wild child, that one right there. I don't know if I can do an all-nighter with him. We did it one night, but he was much, much younger, and it was very difficult. So we'll find out. We'll see if I can do it, right? Hopefully. I just, like I said, it's very weird that her sleeping habits and stuff are not familiar to me, and I don't like that. I don't like saying that. I'm her grandmother. Her sleeping habits should not be weird to me, but they are in a way. So, love you too. Happy early anniversary too. 25 years, and he's still breathing. I haven't. Says something, right? No, he's actually pretty awesome, especially now. We just 25 years. Never in my imagining, even when I got married, did I ever think I'd be married 25 years. Never thought. My parents say they've been married 55, 56 years. My brother's been with his wife like 38 years, I think. And my sister, she was with her first husband like 20 years, but I don't know how she made it that long. I really don't. That was something that should have been let go of. But, you know, she didn't get no better afterwards either. So, you know, but that wasn't all. It's a long story, and it's easy to judge based on just little facts. But it's a lot. There was a lot, and a lot she dealt with, a lot she put up with, a lot of craziness. and a lot of things that hit her physically hard. So it irritates me sometimes, so I judge, but I don't mean to judge it that way because I know that's not the full story. It's just, man, she's lived a hard life, a really, really hard life. And a lot of times when we live hard lives, it's a lot based on our own personal decisions, but that doesn't mean we wouldn't change those things if we could go back and see the future. You know what I mean? So I don't know how I got on that. But anyway, she just turned 56. My brother is 53. Alright, wait a minute. I'm about to turn 44. He's 9 years older than me. Yeah, he just turned 53. Alright. And she's 11 years older than me, so she'll be... That makes her 55, right? That's... Yeah. Sorry. Brain. It hurts my brain. I've had a mild headache all day, too. That's kind of bothering me. I did have my blood pressure checked. It was high. My blood pressure cuff seems to be pretty accurate that I bought, the little wrist cuff. Anytime you buy one of those on Amazon, look at the reviews, because they're not all the same, okay? Some of them don't work that great. So if you're going to buy a blood pressure cuff, especially like a wrist cuff on Amazon, make sure you read the reviews of that specific product. They're not all made the same. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. And you can also cross-match them with your doctor. Most people's doctor will not mind if you bring your home blood pressure cuff in to check around about the same time they're doing their blood pressure check. That way you can see how accurate your device is, because they're not always that accurate. Mine seems to be pretty good, unfortunately. I think I'm going to break down and get my blood pressure medication. I don't want to, but we're about to go on this trip and everything, and I don't want to be like up there and need to go to a hospital or something, or have some kind of real issue. I don't know, altitude might actually affect blood pressure. I don't know if it makes it up or down. It seems like I've heard of it affecting it, but I can't remember which way it goes. So that being said, I have it today. Today's the first day I have it yet, but I can still take it. The cayenne pepper in the water, still doing that. I did start drinking pickle juice because it does always seem to bring it down some. We'll see how that goes over the next few days. I've tried a little bit of everything. I really have. And I think I've told you guys this before. My blood pressure first spiked, or I believe was triggered by a change in birth control pills when I was about 27 years old. So I was on this one kind of pill for a long time, but for some reason the doctor said, okay, we're going to switch the kind of birth control pill you take. This is the new kind. It seemed like it was a new kind. But anyway, it was a newer one. He's like, let's try this one. I didn't care. I didn't know any difference at the time. And he switched me. Within a month, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. And within 2 months, I was pregnant. I think the birth control pill actually triggered the blood pressure. I don't know if it damaged something. I don't know if it just spiked it and I could never get it back down right, or what, but I know it happened all conveniently kind of in the same space. So, and I don't think they work very well either. And honestly, I don't think I've heard of them since, so I think they took them off the market. I need to look into that. There's a pharmacy up the road. I need to go up there and say, hey, do you have my... I know that at one time they could tell me what it was, because I had to call about another medication to ask my doctor about getting it again. So, anyway, yeah, I think it was that. Sorry about all the ums. I've got a headache, like I said, so I'm not functioning at my best. Normally when I have a headache, it's because either I've kicked myself or my sinuses are real bad. Now, my sinuses are up, so it could be a sinus headache. I'm not ruling that out at all. I've added some salt to my diet today. For some of you who don't know, keto can deplete you of sodium, and it can cause headaches. Magnesium, potassium, those can cause headaches. So I have taken all of that today just to be sure my levels are good. I am going tomorrow for an iron check. I only took them 2 days in a row, and then I took one today because I had that headache, and I was like, let's see if this helps. It didn't do anything with headache, obviously. So anyway, I'm having my iron check tomorrow. Now, I'm expecting it, since I've taken 3 of them recently, to be up, or at least at a, we'll see if it's at a baseline level, because I expect it to go up a little bit because I took those. We'll see. We'll see. So, I mean, I'll be able to tell anyway tomorrow or the next day whenever I get the results back how that actually is. I'm good with that. I ordered something today that I've never really thought about ordering much because I don't think you need products on keto. But since we're taking this vacation, and I know that I'm going to partake in local foods and libations, I wanted to see something that would help me maybe not get ran over like by a bus, you know? So I looked into it, some carb blockers, apparently some white kidney bean carb blockers that say keto on them. Did I spit on me? What the hell is that? Anyway, I don't know what it was. They're carb blockers, keto carb blockers. And I was telling my daughter about it. She said, I have some of them in the room. I was like, oh crap, really? Because I spent like $20 on them. I also ordered Jake's medicine, so they'll be here before we leave, so that my daughter and dad can give him his medicine while we're gone. But anyway, she brought her carb blockers in. I looked them up on Amazon. The reviews are not good on those. So I'm going to go ahead and let the ones that I ordered come. Have you used a carb blocker? Has it helped any? I don't plan to use this every day. Texas, hi. I love you. Hi, baby. I don't plan to use this every day. It's supposed to be something you take 2 of them or something before a meal, and it kind of helps keep starches from turning to sugar. So it's supposed to help like with pastas, rice, potatoes, I guess bread. I don't really know. But I thought maybe it would help me on this. So I'm curious, have any of you tried a carb blocker? I know some of you have been doing keto for a long time and probably have tried a little bit of everything. The reviews on the ones I got seem pretty daggone good. So I'm hoping that it'll help me during the trip anyway. I also plan to not go crazy. The problem is I know I'm going to go a little bit crazy because I know they got that fudge. It's crazy expensive and I like it. So I know I'm going to get some of that. I know I'm going to have a few drinks. I really don't care about bread, so it's not like I'm worried about having sandwiches, you know, or anything. I'm really not sure what all we're going to eat or where all we're going to be or what we're going to try. I'm going to try to keep a lot of my meals keto. If we're eating just because we're hungry, we're stopping by at Wendy's or something like that, I'm going to keep it keto. But if we're going into a restaurant that specializes in something, I might try whatever. So I just kind of wanted to try the carb blocker to see if it helps for vacation. Like I said, it's not something I intend to take all the time. I just want to see if it helps. So we'll see. But I'm curious about your opinion on carb blockers. Have you tried them? I know I get a lot of emails from companies who want to work with me through YouTube, want to sponsor me and different stuff. And some of their products, I mean, I don't want to pitch products really. If I find something that works really good, I want to tell you about it. If I find something that tastes really good that is keto friendly, I want to tell you about it. But as far as on every show going, hey, or every video going, hey, use this, take this all the time, buy this, you need this. I don't want to do that. There's a couple of diet companies that have asked to sponsor my videos for, you know, in exchange for telling you about them. But I don't use these companies. I don't use these products. Keto is free. I mean, it just is. And again, if I had to pay for keto, I probably did, to be realistic. But I don't want it to cost money for people that need it. Right now, all you need is knowledge and groceries. And that's the way I'd like to keep it, as far as I'm concerned. I understand people charge for their time, different stuff like that. I'm not knocking nobody. Not telling you not to get a keto coach or anything like that. I do offer help for free, but I'm not going to hold your hand, you know. So, I mean, those people are probably more involved, is what I'm saying. So, I just don't want anything like that. Now, again, I don't mind donations. I think that's great. If you find somebody you really like and you want to help them out, that's awesome. I have the links down there too. But as far as charging outright, saying, no, I'm not going to help you unless you pay me this much, I'm not doing that. Because again, if I had done that, if somebody had done that to me, I would just not probably have made it. And I don't want to do that to nobody. I don't want to take away a chance of your better life because I want money. And y'all know I like money. I ain't going to lie to you. I like money. I love money. But I don't want to cause anybody problems that aren't necessary, is my point. And I don't like, I get so many sponsorship opportunities, but I think one of them was a Nutrisystem. And I understand they might have a system that is keto friendly, but I don't want to preach, for one, something that didn't help me lose 155 pounds, because I did that just with keto, just with groceries and knowledge. Not groceries from a special place, but groceries from my grocery store. So I don't want to come on here and say, okay, I lost 23 more pounds because I used this, so you should use that. When 155 pounds came off just by changing my diet. That's it. I didn't work out and do anything. So I won't do that. And I like the ideal of a sponsorship, but I just want you to know, if I ever take a sponsorship, it will be a product I use. Or a product that helped me lose 155 pounds. Like the Keto Mojo. You know, I have a link down there. And if you want to get it, great. You don't need it. You don't need a Keto Mojo to do keto. You don't. It's a helpful tool. It does help me on occasion. If I'm thinking something might have kicked me, or how I'm wondering what my ketones are like, I can pop it out and use it. But I don't talk about it all the time. The link's always there, but I don't have to tell you all about it all the time. If you want it, great. It's always there. Grab you one. Get you, save 15%, right? But I actually use that product. I do find it helpful. I don't use it on a daily, because that would get expensive. But I don't mind talking about something I use or something I've tried. I don't want to talk about something that did not help with the bulk of my journey, you know? Now, if I get these carb blockers and they actually block some carbs, you damn right I'm telling you all about it. I'm curious about your experience if you used them yet, but I haven't. I've never used a carb blocker. I have used like a ketone spray one time, until the spray was gone. Every time I kicked myself, I'd use it to help me come back into ketosis a little faster. I don't know if it helped me go back in ketosis faster, but it helped me feel a little better faster, a little less fuggy from being kicked. So that was nice, and I can't find it again. I don't think they sell it anymore. And I know they sell a lot of vitamins and keto, things that help you get into ketosis. The best way is the natural way, though. Sorry, I don't know how I got off on this tangent, because we're supposed to be talking about my weekend keto. Maybe because I'm slightly dreading it. Not really, not hardcore, but slightly dreading it. I didn't record everything I eat. I'm just going to tell you about it. And I'll put my weigh-ins at the very, very end so you can watch them, but I'll tell you about the weigh-in right now. All right. So Thursday night, we went to Golden Corral, I think. Pretty sure that's what we did. And I had my standard Golden Corral meal. Literally cabbage, steak, hot wings, a salad, peppers and onions. Fried peppers. But it was just fried peppers. Hubby said hey. But that was Thursday. Friday, at work all day, gone 14 hours, had Wendy's for lunch, BK for dinner. Did that on Sunday too. Saturday, Taco Bell. I had gotten kicked on Saturday. Now all weekend long I took keto snacks with me, and this one thing I took on Saturday, I didn't even finish it all because I was snacking on it and I felt the kick. I started yawning, my ankles started aching. And it was early in the morning, so I shouldn't be hurting like this. I just didn't feel good overall, and I just got really, really sleepy and really, really just like, I need a nap. Can I get a nap? I need a nap now, please. I'm going to get one because hours upon hours to go. But anyway, it was just beef jerky, and it seems like I'd used this beef jerky before. Can't remember. I think it's called Bird Cage. Sounds gross, but it's just beef jerky. It's very low carb. There was like a gram of sugar in there, but it shouldn't have done anything. But I really got really, really super, super tired. Now, throughout the weekend, other than that, I did have I don't know what they're called. They're keto cheese crackers by Quest, or cheese crackers by Quest. I had some Chalk Zeros that I took with me. So, but Saturday, as a result, on Sunday morning, I went up quite a bit, actually. Well, no, it wasn't too bad. I'm looking at the numbers. It wasn't too bad, but it was enough to be noticeable and to feel it. So, yeah. that was my weekend on keto. Let's go ahead and do the weekend, shall we? Alright, keto 5 years, 81 days, October 17th, 2022. Alright, so on Thursday, I was 161.2. Friday, 162.4. 162.4 on Saturday. Remember, on Saturday is the day I had the beef jerky and the Taco Bell, and I'd already felt myself get kicked, so I wasn't too concerned about the stuff I ate there. But again, I keto-fied it, but Taco Bell, I think it's probably something in their seasoning. I really don't know. But either way, every time I don't feel great, and either I stay the same or I go up just a little bit. I never really drop on it. Now, there have been days I have kind of dropped, but it hasn't been by much, and it was a really hard, long, sweaty day. So it was a day that I was going to drop some fluid anyway. Alright, so I jumped up to 163, so it was 0.6 up. But on Sunday, I took no keto snacks with me. None. I only ate lunch and dinner. I had Wendy's and Burger King, no bun. I get usually a Dave's triple for lunch, take the bun off, and I get a double Whopper with cheese, take the bun off for dinner. I know it sounds very boring, but also by 11:30 in the morning, I really don't give a damn what I eat. I don't care. I'm hungry. Feed me. I don't care what it is. I try to keep it keto. So, I mean, the repetitiveness of these 2 days, or my weekend, it don't bother me. By 7:30 p.m., I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if it's all beef. Feed me. Hand it here. Don't make me cook for it. Don't make me work for it. Just feed me. So, they don't really get that repetitive. Like, it's probably really repetitive to hear about it. Probably really repetitive to do it every day. On the weekend shift, early times, I don't care. By my lunchtime, by off time, I'm hungry. I don't care if it's repetitive. Anything will do. So, I dropped 2 pounds overnight that night, and that was with standing 12 hours on my feet. So, I'm not upset with it. All in all, though, over the entire weekend, only down 0.2. But it could have been only up 0.2 or only up a pound. So we'll take down 0.2. Could do much better. Definitely without that Saturday snafu, would have been much better. And I'm just going to stop taking keto snacks. I do like them. They do help me get through the day. But I also know if I leave all the snacks alone, if I don't take any with me, I don't get hungry like that. So if I stay in ketosis and I'm just eating the burgers, again, repetitive, but if I just eat those 2 burgers, I'm not hungry. You know what I mean? I don't get hungry. But if I eat those snacks, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And even though they're not kicking me necessarily or causing me a lot of problems, makes me peckish, makes me snackish, makes me hungry faster. So I need to really stop taking them. So, I almost forgot. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning, all 3 mornings, I did have also 2 Better with Cheddar sausages that I cooked in my toaster oven before we went to work, which probably not the best idea. I did that the last 2 weekends, and if you've been following me for the last 2 weekends, neither weekend was great keto weekends. The weekends before that, when I was dropping, I wasn't doing that. And it's funny because early in my journey, I was able to use those, but I started realizing over time they weren't allowing me to drop. So it's probably good not to use those. Even though I do kind of want something for breakfast in the mornings, I really don't need to do that. I'm still just as hungry by lunchtime, whether I eat them or not. My brain just says, if you eat these, maybe you won't get as hungry. But that's not true. So, because after working from 7 to 11:30, I'm hungry, period. I just am. Which is crazy, because if I'm around this house, I can wake up at the same time. And I won't be hungry until 2 or 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So, yeah, I guess work time, my belly just goes, okay, it's lunchtime. It's about lunchtime. It's time to eat. Be hungry. I don't know how that works really, but yeah. And now that we repetitively eat at 11:30, when we go out, if we're not at home by 11:30, I'm really hungry. I know, but it's true. It's funny on keto. The least you snack, the less you snack, the less hungry you are. The more you just keep it to solid meals, the less you need to eat. And you would think the more you eat, the fuller you'd be, but that's so not the case. And on keto, the less you eat, the less hungry you are. And truth, nothing truer than fiction. I think I said that wrong. Nothing truer than fiction. Nothing truer than facts. I don't know. I'm tired. Zach's over there. I gotta knock this kid out and get in bed myself. So you guys, I hope you have a wonderful night. And you're probably watching this the next morning. So woohoo, wake up. I hope you don't watch this late at night and I just did that. But anyway, that's the news. I will be back tomorrow night and I will probably take you on every step of our journey. Y'all know how I am, but if I'm up on heights, I'm gonna be holding on to stuff. So I ain't filming nothing. But I'll tell you all about it. And we'll film some beautiful sights and talk about the things I eat, and I'll try to be careful not to show you because I don't want to trigger anybody. Alright you guys, it's time for me to get the hell off here. If you'd like to support the channel, there's great ways in the description below. There is some pretty cool links to get you some stuff like the Keto Mojo you don't need, you might want. And if you do, grab you one. Alright y'all, much love, many prayers, good night. Well, dang it. Thursday morning, 161.2. Alright you guys, it is Friday morning, 162.4. It's Saturday morning, 162.4. Sunday morning, 163. This weekend is not going to have one or two. Alright, Monday morning, 161.